Our top focus this hour, France has stepped up its protests against the loss of $66 billion submarine contract with Australia. France has now cancelled a Franco-British Defence Minister Summit, which was due to take place this week. Sources say that Armed Forces Minister Florence Parly personally decided to drop the bilateral meeting with British Defence Secretary Ben Wallace. But British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has played down the diplomatic rift with France, saying that UK's love for France is ineradicable. Now, Johnson insisted that Britain and France have a very friendly relationship, which he described as one of huge importance. Also unhappy with the US-Australia submarine deal is North Korea. Its foreign ministry has said, and I'm quoting here, "These are extremely undesirable and dangerous acts which will upset the strategic balance in the Asia-Pacific region and trigger off a chain of nuclear arms race." These comments come at a time when North Korea itself has stepped up its nuclear expansion, carrying out multiple missile tests in the last 2 weeks alone. The scrapping of the multi-billion-dollar submarine contract struck in 2016 has triggered a diplomatic crisis, with Paris recalling its ambassadors from both Washington and Canberra. France has accused its allies of not consulting with them, an allegation which was denied by Australia, who said it made its concerns over the contract known to Paris. Meanwhile, French President Emmanuel Macron and US President Biden will speak via telephone in the coming days to discuss this, which has dealt a severe blow to France-US relations. The aim of this trilateral pact is to counter China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific. Now, but there is another thing here. We already have Quad in place, aimed to contain China. Sources say that the AUKUS deal will benefit India, as it is an ally of all three countries that are part of the AUKUS and also part to the Quad. India will have less to worry on the maritime front with a nuclear-armed Australia and can focus more on China's territorial assertions. The Quad grouping will hold its first in-person meeting in Washington this week, for which Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be visiting the United States. And for more on this, we're now being joined by our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, live from Washington, D.C. Siddhant, thank you for joining us. Now, France has stepped up its protests against the loss of the $66 billion submarine contract with Australia. What can you tell us about this?
Well, yes, France is miffed about the developments, the AUKUS developments, and the big question is that will it impact the Quad meetings and of course the trilaterals as well. Last week there was an interesting briefing by the Australian envoy to Delhi in which there were several questions asked about the same thing, and the Australian envoy basically said that Australia is a Quad member country, and as a Quad member country its defense capabilities strengthening of its defense capabilities helps the larger Quad grouping. But what happens to the trilateral between India, France and Australia? It can see a major impact, given the fact that both countries, now the French are miffed with the Australians. A leaders level meeting was expected between the three countries on the sidelines of the G20 summit that will take place in Italy in the month of October. This trilateral has been in work for a long time now. Last year we saw the leaders, the foreign secretaries, officials meeting many times virtually, and then of course the foreign ministers of the three countries met on the sidelines of the G7 in London earlier this year, and now of course plannings were on the leaders level meeting, but now it looks like that can be in a major deep waters or hot water. So largely it looks like the big focus on Indo-Pacific will it remain, because the French are not looking to work with the Australians at least for a near-term future. But the Australian envoy did point it out that while the development has happened, the French are miffed. The French should not disengage when it comes to what they are doing in the Indo-Pacific region.
Right, Siddhant. You're right. There is already Quad in place, but sources now say that the AUKUS deal will benefit India as well, as it is allies with all of the three countries and also part of the Quad. What can you tell us about that?
Well, if you look at the new geopolitics, it's a fast-changing world. There are several trilaterals. Well, Quad is something which is celebrated a lot, talked about a lot. In fact, the first in-person meeting takes place in White House later this week on Friday. And we know that virtually the leaders have met. The key outcome was the vaccine initiative under which American COVID vaccines will be manufactured in India and they will be financed and logistically supported by the Japanese and the Australian. But if you look at the trilaterals, there were trilaterals when it comes to India, Indonesia and Australia, and of course we have talked about the France, India, Australia trilateral. So it's a future where we will see a lot of plurilaterals happening, basically based on convergences of ideas, people and of course countries working on issue, and that remains the bonding between various countries. Of course, the Chinese are miffed about the development, and perhaps they might be happy with the French and Australians going towards hot water because of the AUKUS development. But largely, if it looks like the world will see more geopolitical turbulence, whether it's Afghanistan, whether it's Indo-Pacific, and it's up to the countries to how to engage with each other, making sure that rules-based order continues.
Right, Siddhant. Also unhappy with this submarine deal is North Korea. Now, could you lay out North Korea's concerns for us?
Of course, the North Korean grievances or the Chinese grievances, something that many Western countries and liberal democracies will easily dismiss, because whatever they are doing, in fact, the Australian envoy pointed out that it's very ironical and odd for the Chinese to be getting worried about this development, the nuclear submarine development, because China, he said, is involved in the largest militarization program. And at a time when it is involved in militarization program, it has no locus standi when it comes to commenting on other countries increasing their defense capabilities. And similarly, if we elongate the logic behind the comment, the same stands true for North Korea, that has been engaged in nukes. So largely it looks like while dictatorial regimes might be commenting, criticizing the liberal democracies, but there is fear in liberal democracies that with these dictatorial powers trying to subvert rules-based international order, it is time that they collaborate together and make sure that international rules-based order continues.
Right, Siddhant. Also, just one last question before we let you go. Macron and President Joe Biden to hold talks this week. What can we expect on that front?
Well, yes, reports have emerged that both sides are expected to talk to each other. But next week will be an important week in terms of the UNG. In fact, the week coming, it's Sunday night here in Washington, of course, Monday morning in New Delhi, because the UNGA General Assembly is going to start, and Joe Biden, as the President of the United States, is going to speak at the UNGA. This is his first address as the President. And of course, French President Macron is also going to address the UNGA virtually. The French Foreign Minister will be in New York. He's expected to engage with a number of countries. So largely, if you look at the conversation will of course focus on the AUKUS agreement. The French, of course, have publicly talked about how they are miffed about the development, but the Americans would like to see French making sure that that France engages again with these countries, because at the end of the day, it is these Western democracies coming together against an increasingly aggressive China. So President Biden is expected to make sure that Macron is happy again.
Right, Siddhant. Thank you so much for joining us with all the updates on that. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.